spray tanks. But if I wanted to do an IBC to IBC transfer, there are... Ooh. Don't know where they are. Might be under sprayers actually. Crop protection. So we just get that pipe. Now that's a problem. I think it's slurry, and then obviously see something like this. You put that on the front of the tractor and you connect a pipe on both sides, and you can transfer across without using a slurry tank, the slurry tank pump. But I don't think you can do that with fertilizer, which is a shame. You would have to pump into one of these, pump from the IBC into a sprayer, and then pump from the sprayer into a static tank. But then I wouldn't have, if I had a static tank for fertilizer and another one for herbicide, I wouldn't need to store a ton of IBCs on the farm. And same for the solid fertilizer. I think I can store the solid fertilizer in the farm silo, possibly even the lime as well. I know I can store the individual seeds. I don't want to do that because I kind of like the seeds being in those little packets. Oh, we're done. So, that one's done. 33, 32. So we don't have any more seriously well-paying fertilization jobs. I think 28's the best at 16, but we're up to 104. So let us repay 50,000. There we go. So we're back down to 54,000. And that's interesting. We started today with £50,010 by the looks of it. Contract income 71, fertilizer costs 16. And loan repayment 50. Well, no, what is that? That's how much money I've got. That's how much we've made today. So, yeah, having paid down the loan, we actually started today with £49,990. Yay. Okay, how do we get out of here? Looks like there's a farm track over here I probably should drive on. Well, this isn't a heavy tractor, so it's not going to do too much damage to a field, but we are running narrow tyres, so that's a higher pound per square foot pressure on the road surface. Or on the ground surface. So okay, so we'll go back to the store, pick up the rest of our fertilizer, we'll take all this back to the farm and see if we can transfer it into a single IBC. That would be the best thing, I think. As I said, I can't do herbicide at the moment because we fertilized all the fields that I need to put herbicide on. and so there's no ground contrast. It looks like you, at least with precision farming, in base game it doesn't seem that you can apply a fertilizer and herbicide in one growth stage. But with precision farming it looks like you can, but you only get the texture change on the first application, and because we did it with fertilizer, I can't see where I've already put herbicide. If I'd done it the other way, I could see where I put herbicide when I'm spraying that, and then I could immediately come back with fertilizer, and the mini map would show me the nitrogen content as I drove around the field. So I can't see the texture on the ground, but I can see the information on the mini map. Plus, fertilizer is metered and herbicide isn't metered, so there's that too. But I basically have to wait till those 2 barley fields grow some before I can apply the fertilizer to them, or herbicide to them even. Okay, so how's the day? We are at 4 o'clock in the evening, which is what I estimated we'd be at. Okay. So I'm going to slow down to ×1 because the shadows are getting long, and I'd like to, get out of his way, complete the today tasks before it gets dark and you can't see in front of your face. You're going to go where I'm going. There's a car coming. Ooh! And there's another car coming. Alright, well, one obstacle bypassed. Unfortunately, there's quite a few more. Now, also, this isn't a particularly fast tractor either. We've got tractors that do almost 40 kilometres an hour, 40 kilometres an hour, 40 miles an hour. The Challenger does 39 miles an hour. I think the JCB is around 40. Most of the rest are 36. This one, 26. So it does take a time to drive around in this thing. There's a car coming. Let's get in the cab, then we can see what's coming. And the trees are getting very autumnal now. I just noticed that. And the hedgerows. Yeah, it's not a necessity, but the whole feel of, the seasons changing, very much appreciated. But I have played on maps which don't have seasons, and so the trees stay the same colour all year round, which kind of breaks immersion, but it's not I just can't play this because deal. Okay, so I think with the spraying done, we'll call the working part of this day good. Okay, fun and games with hose pipes. Oh. I don't think I should say fun and games with hose, because Did I park close enough? Next question. Indeed. Okay. Okay, I need the help window open for this. Activate automatic application rate, lower spray, change application range. Pump direction to emptying and see, I think that standard tank's broken. Oh, I might need to select the front tank. Change pump direction to emptying. Let's try that again. Emptying. And activate pump. Ah, there we go. Yes. Also, something I sometimes forget is you have to select the correct thing. So I've got the front tank highlighted because that's where all the fertilizer is. Okay. So that, I think that did turn off the tank. So we have to walk around. So unplug that. Plug that in there. Oh, probably need to pull forward a little bit. And I should have done that earlier. We'll walk around again. Ooh. Come on, attach hose, there we go. Okay, climb in the tractor. Change pump direction to filling. Yes, do that. Pump source or target is empty. What? Did I just put all of the... Okay, that one's empty. That's the refillable tank. That's the standard tank, but it's all in, well, I don't know. Let's... Stayed connected, that's nice. Okay. Attach hose, okay. So we'll do it the other way. We will change tank to filling. Fill. Oh, change tank to filling. There we go. Okay, we'll fill this tank. We'll empty it into the other tank. And then we're going to have to pull a little bit more out of this tank. But that should make the tank that I'm currently connected to disappear. I do have to deactivate the pump this time because there is still stuff in the tank, in the IBC that I'm emptying. So deactivate the pump. Now get out. Around. I think I'm getting confused with what is displayed and what it's actually doing. It's one of those change pump direction to emptying. So it's not currently set to emptying. Now it's set to emptying. Well, that's fun, isn't it? That tank just disappeared. Okay. Doesn't matter, because we now have exactly what I wanted, which is 1 IBC of liquid fertilizer on the farm. This is a case of, yes, it's realistic, but sometimes it's just frustrating. So what do we look like here? Yeah, could kind of use a clean, but it is what it is. And we are empty. The pump turned off automatically. Yay. Disconnect the hose from that. Disconnect the hose from that. Drag the hose round a little. And just leave it there. Alrighty. So that's done. I'm probably going to leave that gate open because it's not like I really need to close it. I wonder if that's a water source. Interesting. Okay, we will stick the Valtra in here. And I guess we can jump out of that. And I'm kind of fine with the Ivor Williams sitting where it is. So let's have a look at stuff. So sheep are running out of grass. Oh, they need clover silage now. They're less than half. Let's have a look at those. Those are 6.2. It'll see us through to tomorrow morning. Then we can worry about topping off all of that. This, they're good, apart from grass, and it's supposed to auto-replenish, it just doesn't. Doggy can have food, and turn off the help. So, what else do we need to do? Our farm is now pretty much done. Where are we? We're down here. So we've got 2 barley fields growing. We've got oilseed radish here and here. Grass here, here, and here. And we're going to try and get 1 more grass cut from each of those fields. This is spelt and is pre-growth, so growth stage 0. This is harvested. These 2 are clover, and I don't expect them to be harvested again this year. What I do expect is to have to run around. That field we treated for herbicide because the nitrogen levels are higher than it needs to be. This field we couldn't because we've actually depleted the nitrogen levels below clover needs. So I've got a texture issue on this field. These 2 fields I'm going to wait till they start growing. These 2 fields we just fertilized, so again I've got a texture issue, but as soon as they grow to the next stage I can run out there and herbicide those 2 fields if I feel like it. That's oilseed radish, so no problems. That's oilseed radish. The grass fields I will probably do. I might actually rip up this grass field and need to. That field is 3.23 hectares. That field is 4.84. That field is 1.95. Okay. So what I want to make a decision for next year is I'm probably just going to permanently keep field 8 as a potato field, at least for now. I could plant sugar beets here, and this one's barley will be corn, this is barley will be corn. I think I'm doing sunflowers there. That's already planted as canola. Yes. And is 0 stage growth and does have a few weeds. So yeah, there's odd jobs here and there to do, but for the most part, we're kind of marking time. Most of the crops I now want to plant are spring crops, so yeah, we're in mid-fall. It's going to be 6 months now before we get to planting anything. And the fields that are growing are all taken care of except for maybe pink stuff, weeds. So yeah, I can go up to times 2000, so we'll do that. Okay, it's just gone 7 o'clock. It's dark enough that I should be able to sleep. Hi, doggy. Yay. Okay, let's go and sleep for about 12 hours and we can see what the morning brings. Probably a ton of rain, knowing my luck. Not that one, that one. So 12 hours sleep. Boo. Oh, cloudy day. Own interest under 1,000, so that's good. Oh. Yeah, early morning dew, ground is wet, and what did I say about rain? Now my keyboard seems to be messing around. There we go. That's the tractor lights. That's my flashlight. Okay. So, 7 o'clock in the morning, it's raining and it's dark. Nice. Hi, doggy. Bet you weren't expecting me to come out of the tractor shed, were you? Oh, didn't see you coming out of the house this morning. Okay, so, how is growth? Again, growth not particularly awesome. We're not going to be doing much until it stops raining, so that's a thing. Contracts. Still have the big baling contract on 7. I just can't do it while it's raining. So that might be a thing for later, so let's check the weather. They're nearly out of grass. Okay, they have loads of stuff left. Oh, we do need to feed the sheep. So I could take care of that. Weather. Where's the weather report? That the weather report? That is the weather report. It's going to rain to midday. So, yeah. We don't use grass as a food source, so I can run around with bales on the front of the telehandler, and nothing untoward is going to happen to them, so we will do that. Free pallet over there. Oops, that. No, back up. And, well, I guess it is what it is, and that seems to be stuck, so hopefully it stays stuck. Oh. It's kind of floating around there. I am probably going to accidentally drop it in the field, which means I'll have to drive round and fetch it if that happens. Yeah, I think the one thing I wish that did happen as part of seasons is that rainwater would fill up the water troughs. very carefully do that. Oops. Oh. It's still not there yet. There we go. Okay. So that was about half a tank of, or half a tray of sugar beets just over. Keep. And this is a very precise job, should we say. If I don't push the mouse directly away from me, but I incorporate a little bit of lateral movement, it will widen or narrow the forks, which is something I don't want to do. Seriously, come on, play nice. Self-sweeping sweep. It's very wet here. Okay, did that. Jump over there. Oh, it won't let me walk under the pallet. Okay. Okay, so how's that for those sheeps? Wrong screen. This one. Woodward Field, we have full sugar beets, we're getting full water. I need the clover silage and the clover hay. That's easy enough. And these sugar beets, I'm guessing there may be sufficient capacity. There probably isn't, truth be told. I mean, we still don't use a full pallet of beets to feed 500 sheep in one day. I could just drop this pallet here and allow it to just top off as the day goes by. 115. Yeah. Doink. Because I'm not intending to... We did this field yesterday. The only thing they're short is grass, and that involves a mower and a loading wagon, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. So, this field, full water, cleanliness will update. These are good, this is garbage, and it is what it is. I suppose what I could have done. Let's get back. Oh, jeez. Come on, keyboard. See, this is still not growing grass. That's the problem we have at the moment with that field. And I may not get any growing grass now in that field until spring next year. Come on. I'm going to go and check on field 3, see what the grass levels are like there. So I think we planted that sheep pasture about the same time as we were making silage. Might have been not.